Welcome to your practice. I'm Jamie. I'm so glad you're here, and welcome to my new studio. This is a temporary fix. I'm actually in a shed, and I'm going to fix it up slowly but surely to make it beautiful. The beautification process will take a while, so as you can tell, I've done what I can for right now. But I've missed making my yoga videos. I'm so glad to be back, and a little rusty, I'm sure, so please forgive me. And let's settle in. Let's find a seat, close down your eyes, bring your hands to your heart, and tune into your breath. And we'll just breathe for a moment, softening through the eyebrows, lifting through the skull, creating a nice core recruitment by pulling the navel in, widening the collarbones, shoulders down, and really feel your body. And let's release that and roll the shoulders a few times. And reverse. The other thing about my new studio is I'm on rubber mats plus a rug and then my mat. So I'm not balancing as well, so it's a nice little challenge for me. So today we're going to take a little flow, a little mini flow. This will be not a real long practice. So let's sit up cross-legged. Put your right foot in front if you can sit cross-legged. If this is not possible, don't worry. Right leg in front, rise up nice and tall. Take a nice deep breath in, reach. Exhale, hands to the heart. Lift your heart right up to your thumbs. Collarbones are wide, shoulder blades down and back. Down and together, I should say, shoulder blades. And then hands to the knees, and let's take ourselves in some full rotations where you're taking your rib cage and you're rotating around the center. And kind of exaggerate this. Take your time. Just feel all those bones and muscles in there. And then reverse. Find the other direction. Start to feel your body loosening up a little bit. Feel all the little sensations. And notice. Notice where you feel this the most. Does your body kind of avoid an area? Maybe something kind of hurts. And just notice. And then rise up nice and tall. Reach and rise, big breath in. Exhale your left hand down, reach your right arm up. And then exhale over to the side. So reaching way over to the left or as far over as you want. And maybe you take your arm out a little bit further. And maybe you sink deeper and spiral your rib cage up to the ceiling. Maybe look up. It's hard on the neck if you have cervical issues. So what I like to do is take a break once in a while, look down, and then look back up, if that's possible. Now we'll rise back up, stay on this side, straightening that left arm. This time take your right arm on the outside of the left knee, pop up onto your fingertips on the left fingertips, and then drag your left shoulder around and twist. And you can really anchor across that left knee if you like. And then here's the kicker. I want you to really bring your chin around. Bring your chin so your neck really widens and opens up. Shoulders down, lift up. Even pulling your navel in a little tighter, it will help you get taller. And take a deep breath in. And exhale, hands to the heart as you switch feet and put the other side in front. Sit up tall. And then reach and rise. Deep breath in. Exhale, right hand plants. Left arm reaches tall and take it to whatever degree feels good. Little side bend stretch or big side bend stretch. And again, spiraling the rib cage up to the ceiling if you like. Maybe you take your gaze. Maybe not. Find what works for you. Really breathe. Use your core. Use your breathing muscles. Feel your belly get strong on every exhale. All right, straighten that left arm, reach the right arm up. Sorry, straighten your right arm, reach your left arm up. See, I told you I was out of practice. And then let's take our little or big twist, whatever feels good. Lift up tall, pop up onto the right, fingertips in the back, and then take yourself around. Bring your chin around, drop your shoulders down, widen your collarbones. Knees are wide. Take a deep breath. Exhale, maybe deepen. Stay tall, stay engaged in your core. Big breath. Exhale, release. Beautiful. All right, extend now the legs straight out. Take a dandasana, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. And we'll just be here for one breath. Inhale. Exhale, fold deeper. Inhale, rise up. Exhale as you pull the bottoms of the feet together. Take Baddha Konasana or butterfly. Or any iteration. Maybe you leave your legs out just a little bit. However you feel you can handle it right now at this stage. And then we're going to take a little forward fold. So leaning forward, maybe gently pressing the knees apart. And I really like to emphasize keeping your back as straight as possible here. So you can melt over the legs if you want to, but see if you can engage a little bit and really keep that strong posture. Whoosh, it's a lot of work. And you can, I can feel it in my hips, especially because I'm a little tighter than usual right now. But feel your body, see how this feels. Take a deep breath. Exhale, maybe come forward a little more. Maybe you reach your arms out. Maybe you grab onto your ankles, whatever feels good in your body. Inhale. And exhale. All right, let's take it to hands and knees now. And we're going to take some traditional cat-cows now. So take a deep breath in. Drop your belly. Pull your heart forward. Lift your hips. And then exhale, tuck. And while you're doing this, inhale, rise up with your heart, lift your tailbone, pull your heart forward, exhale, tuck. Make sure your hands are right below your shoulders, knees below the hips. Inhale, rise up with your heart, rise up with your tailbone, exhale, tuck. We're going to go a couple more. Really exaggerate. Find your own cadence, your own breath. Make sure you're really exaggerating. Pushing into the ground, and the ground is receiving you as much as you're pushing into it. So feel the pushback. Feel the reciprocal energy. Last one. Exhale, round. Beautiful. All right, puppy. We're going to walk the hands out, fingertips or palms, and drive down gently the chest, maybe the throat, or maybe just placing the forehead down, but keep your hips right over your knees. I like to stay active in my arms. You're certainly welcome to put the elbows on the ground. I like to stay really active in my arms and get this big, delicious stretch here. Take another deep breath here. Exhale. Beautiful. All right, let's bring it down to the elbows and forearms and arrive in first a Sphinx pose and then all the way down, forehead on the ground. And we'll take some baby cobras. Take your hands behind the head of the shoulder. Drag your elbows into your rib cage. Take a nice deep breath in. Lift your head. Peel your chest. And then exhale down. Now, option to do hands free. So inhale, rise up. Maybe like you've got your arms in cactus. And exhale down. One more time. Inhale, rise up. Lift, get strong, push your toes and pubic bone down. Exhale all the way back down. Now, if you can, reach your arms, lift the legs and the arms, and take lotus. You want to drag the arms together, drag the feet together, take a deep breath in. Exhale, rise up a little more, gentle. And then reach back down, plant the hands to the head of the shoulders, and rise up to tabletop. Hold tabletop for a breath. Spin your tailbone a few times, taking a few stirs of the peanut butter, and reverse. And then arrive in tabletop again, straighten everything out. We'll take a spinal twist, right arm sweeps up. Exhale. Thread the needle. Right ear, right shoulder down to the ground. Walk the left hand above the head on the ground next to the top of your mat, and then bump your hips over to the right a little bit and push down. If your toes are tucked or flat, just gently push into the floor with your feet. Find your shoulder on the ground. Really push into both arms. Take a deep breath. Pull your navel tight. Release that. Plant your left hand. Bring your right arm up. Sweep back all the way up. Give your wrist a little stir and plant your right hand. Settle back into the center. Other side. Inhale, left arm, reach up. Reach. Exhale, thread the needle. Gently bring the left side down. Walk your right hand above your head to the top of the mat. Stay really anchored in both arms. And then bump your hips gently to the left a bit. Drive into your feet or your toes. Pull your belly button in nice and tight. And really anchor. Anchor to pull and squeeze. Breathe. One more. All right, plant your right hand. Reach that left arm up. Reach, reach, reach. Give your wrist a stir and arrive back in tabletop. Tuck your toes. We're going to take ourselves up to a down-facing dog. So lift the hips, lower the head, and take whatever little nuances feel good in your body. Maybe a couple little hips side to side. And wag around your tail, pedaling it out, keeping your head really low. Try to not hold your head up, just let it hang. Let your cervical spine have a little break there. And then take a nice, quiet down dog. Both heels down or towards the ground. They don't have to touch. Knees can be bent as you need. Try to keep a soft bend in your elbows, pushing your chest towards the thighs, and then grabbing onto those thighs and pull them back behind you, towards the wall behind you. Breathe. Take a deep breath here. Exhale. All right, sweep the right leg all the way up. Bend the right knee, stack the right hip over the left hip. Now push into your left heel so you can really drag and push your chest towards your thigh and get a little bigger expression if you want that right now. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, we're headed to lizard, so step to the outside of your right pinky and take a few little hamstring stretches here. Be a little buoyant in your hips. You can pop up on your fingertips, use a block, or palm the floor. And then hold your knee bent and then kind of go back and forth with your heel. And then stay firm wherever you are. Left hand is planted. If you need to bring it into the center a little more, please do. And we'll peel open up, right arm to the sky. Taking a nice twist here. And then look down, plant your right hand and heel toe your right foot back into the center, and then plant your right hand on the outside. And we're headed to Virabhadrasana 2. So spin down your back left foot, rise up to Warrior 2. Reach to Warrior 2. Keep the shoulders stacked right over your hips, palms facing down. Shoulders plugged in, elbows soft. And we'll take a reverse. So reach forward, flip the palm, reach up. Take a nice reverse. Maybe you take a bind. Inhale, rise back up to Warrior 2 and take side angle. So holding over your right thigh, left arm can come up and over, or maybe you want to take a bind. If you can get your hand to your low back, that's a start. Maybe if you can sneak your left fingertips into your right hip crease and then drag your left shoulder back in space. And this is a really nice shoulder opener. It can be a little too much if you're not ready, so be careful. An option as we head to triangle to keep the bind. So straighten the right front, maybe bring your hand to your shin, and maybe keep the bind for triangle. Or if you want to go regular triangle, you can reach the left arm up. Just a little option here. Take a big breath in. Exhale, bend into your right knee, frame your right foot, step back to plank, and take a vinyasa flow. And remember, you can always take it from the knees if you need to. You can take it up and gently meet in down dog. Whoosh, lift the hips, building just a little heat now. Yeah. It's nice to be in the body, isn't it? Whoosh. All right, take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, sweep your left leg up to the sky. Push into your right heel and hands. Bend your left knee. Stack your left hip over your right hip and really push. Push into the hands. Push into the heel so you can leverage and get that knee up there if you want to. Big breath in. Exhale, step to the outside of the pinkies for a lizard on the other side. Take whatever iterations you like. It's just nice to get a little hamstring stretch here or a big one on that left side. Beautiful. And then hold the left knee bent and just kind of wiggle through the right, or work your way, I should say, through the right foot. And then bring your right hand in the center a little bit and then twist open to the left. Left arm sky. Feel your body. Feel your breath. Take a nice deep breath here. Exhale, look down. Heel toe your left foot in. Frame the foot with the right hand. Spin down into your right outside edge and rise up to warrior two. Left arm, left knee. Settle, find it. Keep your shoulders right over your hips. Take a deep breath. Find it. Really use and engage your core. Stay strong. Take a deep breath. Exhale. All right, headed to reverse. Flip the palm. Maybe reach forward first and take a reverse. And remember, this can be very individual. You can place your hand on the back of your thigh. You can place your hand on your low back. You can take any iteration that feels good in your body, but try to stay really bent in the left leg. Nice deep breath in again. Exhale through warrior two, and then side angle, left arm, left thigh, right arm up and over. Reaching, or take that bind either by placing the right hand on the low back or right fingertips come into the left hip crease and drag that right shoulder back in space. And really push into both feet. Maybe you look up. Maybe you keep this bind when you head to Trikonasana, triangle, and straighten that left front leg. Maybe your left hand goes to the shin and you just keep pulling back on that right shoulder. Maybe you look up. Maybe you decide you want your arm up for Trikonasana instead of taking the bind. One more breath. Exhale, look down, bend into your left knee, plant your right hand, step back to plank, and take your vinyasa flow. And we will meet in down facing dog. Whoosh. All right, now we have a few iterations on this one. This time, we're going to take a wild thing right off the bat. If you want to skip it, you just hang out in three-legged dog. All right, headed to wild thing. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, sweep your right leg to the sky. Exhale, shift your weight and take wild thing. Right leg pops behind. Lift your hips. Reach the right arm up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, pop back over and step to low lunge. Right foot down, left knee down. Rise up to Anjaneyasana. Settle. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale. If it feels good, maybe hinge your hips forward a little bit. We're going to take a twist. So take your left arm on the outside of the right knee. Right arm reaches back behind. Now, settle the shoulders down and look back at that right thumb. Push down into your right heel. Drag your left knee towards your right heel. Really feel your foundation. Feel your chest opening here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Face back to the front. plant the hands, and take Ardha half splits. If it feels good to have blocks here, please feel free, or you can go fingertips, palm the floor, whatever feels good. I like to try to keep my back as straight as possible and to really kind of do a pelvic tilt so that my tailbone goes up in the back, and it really helps to stretch this hamstring. All right, plant your right foot, bend your left knee, see if you can grab your right ankle. Pop up on your fingertips if that's easier. And just bring that heel as close to your butt as you can get it. Never forcing anything. And we're headed to skandasana. Release gently that back foot. Bend deeply into your right knee. Turn your right toes out about 45 or whatever feels good. Left heel or left toes are flexed, left foot is flexed. And we're going to try to balance. We'll practice balancing here by bringing the hands to the heart. So find it. Maybe pushing that right elbow into the right thigh. Hold skandasana. Take a nice deep breath here. Exhale. Now release your hands down. We're going to go to wild thing from here. I like to call it crazy thing because it's not quite a wild thing. It's like half a wild thing, but we get there from here. And it's awkward. If you've never done it, you might want to watch. Take your left hand somewhere behind. Just bend open the right ball of the, you're on the right ball of the foot, and open up that left back knee a little bit, not all the way, and reach the arm up and over. And then gently bring yourself down. Walk your hands all the way to the top of the mat, over to your right, runner's lunge. And then we're going to take a single leg plank and maybe a single leg chaturanga. Whoosh. Oh my goodness. All the way up to down facing dog. Oh my. Good times. So take your breath. We'll do that on the other side. All right, big breath in here. Exhale, sweep your left leg up to the sky. Inhale. Bend your knee, stack your shoulders over your wrists, take wild thing, pop that back leg down, reach up with the hips, reach to the heavens, take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, bring it over and step into Anjane, low lunge. Rise up with those arms and then settle, really find it, find your posture. Instead of anticipating what's next, just find your posture, make it strong, big breath. Exhale, take a twist. Right arm on the outside of the left knee, reach your left arm back. Pull the shoulder blades wide. Dig into your foundation, look back at that thumb. Stay as strong as you can, really find it. If you fall out of it, just laugh at yourself. Squeeze through the stretch. And center yourself, hands down, extend the left foot and make yourself a nice half split here. Again, popping up on fingertips if that's better, hands on blocks, or palm the floor. Try to keep your back straight. And what I mean by that is drag your shoulder blades together. Pull your navel tight, stay really engaged through your core. Take a nice deep breath in here. And place that left foot back underneath the left knee, bending your right knee, and take your left hand and see if you can find your right ankle. Push into your hand, pull your heart forward. And if you like to kind of twist, that's great. There's lots of options here. Take a nice deep breath here. Skandasana at the back of the mat. Release that. So you're coming big, deep bend into your right knee. Left heel is very engaged. And we're going to try to balance. This one's always been really hard for me. And usually I'll do flying monkey, so I don't have to do this. But you know what? Practice, 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 right? We don't get better if we don't practice. So here we are. Keep pushing into it as best you can. And then we're going to try to take wild thing from here, or as I like to call it, crazy thing. So plant your left hand behind, pop up into your right, lift the right arm, reach up, Beautiful. And set yourself back down. This time, come all the way down to seated and take butterfly. Butterfly posture. Sit up tall. Maybe pull your feet closer if you want a little deeper expression. And sit up tall again. Take a deep breath. And then exhale, lean forward. Walk your hands forward. Feel that stretch. Take a deep breath. All right, draw the knees back in, and we're going to take a reverse tabletop. So fingers are going to point in towards your rear end, elbows bend back, and you might have to place the feet a few times before you find that perfect spot. I like to bring mine in a little closer. Inhale, exhale, pop your hips up, elbows are soft, shoulders are strong, lift and squeeze your butt. And if it feels good on your neck, I know a lot of people like to let their head hang back. And some people like to keep their chin tucked, but please squeeze your butt and keep your hips engaged. Take a deep breath here. And release that. Gently come down on your butt. Roll all the way down onto your back and draw the knees right into your chest. And circle the knees a few times. And reverse. And take legs up the wall. And relax. Just hold. Just breathe. Arms in cactus. Let's plant the left bottom of the foot on the ground and take half a happy baby. So grab onto the right outside leg. And you can just let your left side kind of go over onto the outside edge of the left foot if you like. And just take half a happy baby. Just kind of take that right leg and maybe pull your knee in a couple times. And maybe extend it. And just kind of stretch it over there. And then release and take the other side. Half a happy baby. Whether it's grabbing the outside edge of your foot or peace fingers around your toe. Or maybe you just take a hand behind the knee. Just kind of play with that hip a little, see what it needs. And then release that and we'll take a bridge. So bring your feet together. Push generously into the floor as you lift your hips up, up, up. Squeeze your butt, tuck your chin. Bring your heart right up to your chin. Take a bind underneath here and really press your arm bones into the ground. Push your heels into the ground. Again, tuck your chin, lift and squeeze. Drag your knees toward one another. And then gently come on down. Now, walk your feet pretty close together, like maybe only an inch apart, and take Baddha Konasana. And we're going to do a bridge from here if you can. And it doesn't go as high. It's very modified. It's much lower, but it just kind of targets the outer thighs a little bit. So keep your hands ready if you like, or just keep your arms in cactus, whatever feels good. And lift gently on the outside knife edge of the feet, the hips up. Keep the knees wide. And then lower back down. And then walk the feet apart, knees together, and hold this supported bridge. But try to get your feet as far apart as you can. Knees together, relax, hold. And just breathe. All right. So we're going to find final postures here. So take whatever you need right now. Maybe you want to take a couple of twists with the knees side to side. This quick little practice, just taking ourselves from low energy to high energy. And then back down again. Not a real long extended practice, just a quickie. So let's find Shavasana wherever you feel like you want to take that. Whoops. extending your legs down, or maybe you like to take Shavasana seated. Maybe one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Just find your breath, soften your face. Tune into the breath and then tune out and just don't even think about anything. I'll guide you out when we're ready. Enjoy. Wiggle your fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. And draw one knee into the chest and then the other. And then take yourself over to the fetal position and completely let go. Just relax. Soften. And then as you're ready, rise up into a seated position of your choice. Sit up as tall as you can. Let's bring the hands to the heart. Close down the eyes. Thank you for practicing with me today in my new little digs that will slowly but surely become more and more beautified. But no matter where we practice, this inward journey is beautiful regardless of the outside space. This inward journey is completely individual. The journey of the warrior can be so tough sometimes. And every time we finish, it was so worth it. So with that, I bring my hands to my forehead, bowing in reverie to each and every one of you for joining today. Thank you so much. And I can't wait to see you next time. Thank you. Namaste.